Before we get started, a few of the tools you're going to need: Phillips screwdriver, 10mm socket, flathead screwdriver, clip tool. It's not necessary, but it makes the job a lot easier. A ratchet with a Phillips bit on the end, and also a clip tool, pliers. Not necessary, but also makes the job a lot easier. So start out by opening the hood, and we're going to take these clips out of the upper sight shield. So there's little grooves in these clips, and you want to put your flathead right in the groove and then twist it. And that's how you pry up on them. And then you can use your clip tool and come around and pop them all out of the plastic. Once you get all the clips out, you're going to want to take your air intake up here and just pull it out of the rubber grommet here. Set that off to the side, and then just lift up on the sight shield and it'll come right off. And then we have two 10mm bolts on the top here. You're just going to want to take those out. Next thing you want to do is come to the side of the car where the bumper meets the fender, and we're going to have 3 screws that we're going to take out. One goes up at this angle right here, and then there's 2 more, one right here and then one right here. So this one right here is the reason that we have the Phillips on the ratchet, because you can't get the screwdriver at the right angle to get to that. So we're going to take this one out by hand. And then these other 2 we can get with the screw gun. And the other side will be the same way. The next thing you want to do is crawl under the car, and there's a bolt right here, and then there's 2 clips, and then this is where the clip pliers come in. So if you see back in that recessed hole, there's a clip up in there. You can get a screwdriver in there and try to pry at it, but it's a weird angle and you'll probably end up breaking the clip. So what you use the clip pliers for is so you can get up in there and grab onto it, and then it pops it right out. Now you'll probably end up breaking it, and when you do, you're just gonna have to put a screwdriver on the center of it and then hammer it through and just punch the clip out. That's once you break away the prying tabs on them, that's about the only way to get the clip out. So we got another clip here, and then another recessed hole, but it alternates. Every other recessed hole under here is a clip or a 10mm bolt. So there's a 10mm bolt, the next one's a clip, and the next one's a bolt, and the next one's a clip, which is already missing. And then same with the other side, on the out here side. We got a bolt, clip, clip. And then all along here, we have clips also to take out. So because it's hard to film and take these out at the same time, I'm gonna stop it and then I will start filming again once I have all those clips and bolts out. So once you got all your clips out of the top, all the screws on the sides gone, and everything on the bottom loose, you're gonna wanna come around to the side and just pull the edge out real gently, being careful not to crack the bumper. And you wanna get it loose. So you wanna grab one hand here and then tap with this hand forward to knock this part loose where it clips in. But be careful not to take the bumper and make it fall off, because there's wires that connect the sensor and the fog light, and if the bumper just falls off, you can end up breaking your sensor. So you're gonna wanna do it gently, but keep your knee in front to keep the bumper from going too far forward. So grab here and just give it a tap. And then usually it gets a little snug on the bottom here. You just wanna put your hand down here and wiggle it, but just make sure you don't let the bumper fall, because you'll break your sensor. And as the bumper's slightly off, you wanna go in here and undo this sensor. And also your fog light. Now, not all models are gonna have those, but if yours does, just make sure you're careful. So what you're gonna wanna do is then you wanna hit the bumper back into underneath the headlight to get that to stay. So it looks like that. It's still loose here, but that's stuck in there. Now we're gonna go around to the other side and do the exact same thing that we just did. I got my knee in front. I'll wiggle the bumper. Now we're gonna go in and unplug this side. Now once you got everything unplugged, you wanna grab the grill with both hands and just slightly wiggle it off. And boom, bumper's off.